In the last few decades, we witnessed that the type of assets that we value changed considerably. For instance, if you go back to the past, the most valuable companies were the ones that had a lot of physical assets, real estate or machines or whatever. And now you have companies like Amazon and other IT companies where more than 90 or 95% of assets is in the IP, which is sometimes tangible, like the existing patents, or intangible, because sometimes you have an expertise that you cannot really quantify. I believe it's crucial because, especially in the valuation of the business, because there an investor has to make a quick decision whether to invest, and you also have to accept practically his opinion about the value of your company. For instance, in many cases nowadays, the value comes from the team, which is not easy to quantify, or it comes to the from the previous expertise of its members, the connections, which sometimes mean the ability to access certain market, to access certain clients, to really grow. And I think maybe it's too hard to say, but Europe might be lagging a bit behind still. United States, for instance, where most of the innovative work happens. And I believe that we really need to attract the small enterprises and startups to stay in Europe and scale up here, because that will bring the added value. What we now witness is just the opposite. You have startup harbors elsewhere where the business is born here and just brought there. So they took all the value from it. Europe has to invest in innovation. The situation nowadays is that labor is not cheap here. We cannot play by the rules that we played before, and therefore the only way to sustain, let's say, our way of life, which I believe we all enjoy very much, is to really rely on this innovation and speed up the thing. So my message is speed up the thing and educate also the investors and the SMEs about the existing but hidden values of such as this intangible intellectual property or other assets.